Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about Fallout 76, and more specifically, I want to give you guys my initial review for Fallout 76. And what I mean by this is that at this current moment in time, I have only played 4.5 hours of Fallout 76, or I should say, I have only played 4.5 hours of the Fallout 76 beta. And based on the 4.5 hours that I have played, I want to give you guys my opinion on Fallout 76 as a whole based on the 4.5 hours I played, which is why I am giving you guys an initial review, essentially a partial review, if you will, based on what I have played of the game so far. So with that said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, many of you know that I have been excited for Fallout 76 for a very long time. It's a game that I thought looked amazing and thought looked incredible since day one. I didn't care what anybody said. When I made videos saying that Fallout 76 looked great, and I had more dislikes, I had people calling me stupid, I had people calling me all kinds of names. Even after all that hate and negativity, I was still excited for Fallout 76, and I was excited for it for months, no matter what anybody said. And I gotta say, once I got into the world of Fallout 76, that the game did not meet my expectations. It completely blew them out of the fucking water. Dude, Fallout 76 is literally, I don't want to say one of the greatest Fallouts I've ever played because I know that would make a lot of people upset, but it's one of the greatest Fallouts I've ever played. The first thing I do, I'm just going to tell you guys my experience with it. The first thing I do, start up the game. Character creation. Character creation is solid. I didn't put a lot of time and effort into it because there was people like literally talking in my ear, and I wanted to turn that off because I'm constantly commentating and I didn't want to ruin anybody else's gameplay experience. And I didn't want anybody else to say anything wrong that would, get me in trouble on YouTube. So the first thing I do is I speed through character creation. From what I seen, character creation looked really good. It looked better than Fallout 4's character creation. And create my character, done. Boom, boom, starting the game. First thing I noticed, the graphics are beautiful. The graphics are amazing. It looks 10 times better than Fallout 4 ever did, or probably ever will be. It looked better than Fallout 4 with mods that made the game, super high quality. Now, keep in mind, this could be because I'm on PC and I'm running the game in Ultra, but no matter what item I looked at, each item had its own unique texture. It looked amazing. It looked, like how that item would look in real life if it was a real item. Everything just looked so much more detailed, graphically, anatomically. Everything just looks so much better graphic wise in Fallout 76 than it did Fallout 4. And that's one of the first things I noticed about Fallout 76 is that the graphics were beautiful. And if you watched my gameplay on Fallout 76, I'm not just saying this just to say it. If you go and watch my gameplay episode, I literally say in the first minute of it, my God, the graphics are beautiful. And the graphics were beautiful. I was blown away by them. And it was awesome. Second thing I noticed is that Fallout 76 gripped me in a way that no other Fallout has ever done. Many of you know I talk about New Vegas. I talked very highly about New Vegas. New Vegas was one of my favorite Fallouts of all time. It gripped me from the start. I was interested in Fallout New Vegas and I loved every minute of it. Fallout 3, I felt the same way about it. It gripped me. I was interested in it. Wasn't the biggest fan of Fallout 4, but it still gripped me. However, I have never had a Fallout game like Fallout 76 grip me the way Fallout 76 did. Fallout 76 literally wrapped its clutches around me and hasn't let go. I can't wait to play more of the game because, the beta actually goes live in a few hours, and I'm probably going to go to bed after I make this video. But it was just so, like, I don't know what gripped me about the game. When I popped on the Pip-Boy and I was ready to go out into the world and I walked out into the world, I seen how beautiful it was. the first thing I do is I don't go over to this robot that's giving me a main quest. I literally start darting off and try to explore by myself. And if you watch my gameplay video, you know that I had to stop myself. I had to say, wait, no, we got to do some of the main quest first. Because I was literally just going to go out and start exploring the world as I did with every other Fallout game. Because exploration is one of the things I've always wanted to do. And literally the first thing I did once I walked out of the vault, I looked down, I seen an enemy, I ran over to the enemy and like just punched it. You know, I grabbed the combat knife off this dead body and I was like stabbing at the enemy, the robots. The robots were shooting me. I was like, shit, I need a heal. I healed, I'm running over there, I'm stabbing the robots again. And and it was just an amazing experience. And I haven't even, got 1% of the game done yet. Not even a fraction into the game. I'm not even into the game yet. I haven't even picked up the damn main story. So it excited me because it was a new world to explore, and the map was huge. Throughout playing the game, I noticed that I didn't even get very far from the vault at all. Like, I played about 3.5 hours, and I didn't even get out of the first area. Like that's how big the map was. I didn't even get out of the first area. I built my camp in the first area, and I don't think I'm gonna leave the first area probably for a while. Probably maybe another 3 hours, maybe even longer. I'll be ready to leave the first area because I want to explore everything in the first area, move on to the second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. But I haven't even got out of the first area, and I was trying to walk. I was trying to go far, I was trying to find all these different locations. And when you get the main quest inside Fallout 76, it grips you from the start because it's interesting, it's unique. You got to find the Overseer. Okay, now I got to go to the Overseer's camp. And then now I have to go to this town where the Overseer was. You get to this town and you start finding these holotapes on survivors that were there before you. And this is how you get quests inside Fallout 76, either through holotapes or notes. And I noticed that whether it was a main quest I was doing or the side quest I was doing, when I would pick up a holotape and listen to it, the voice acting was incredible. It made me, have goosebumps. That's how good the voice acting was. The voice acting was solid inside Fallout 76, or is solid inside Fallout 76. Now, I'm not sure if that's because there's no NPCs in the game and they knew that the voice acting had to be on point. And I gotta say, the voice acting is on point. It is just incredible. When you listen to these holotapes, they're just so amazing. Like it's like somebody actually went through a nuclear apocalypse and recorded that message and left it. And you just happened to stumble across it. It sounds like the real deal. And it drew me in that way when I would listen to these holotapes, because I would learn more and more about, the world of Fallout 76. I would learn things that happened to certain people. I would learn certain things that happened at locations. I would learn more about certain factions, and it would just bring me and grip me in further and further in that way. And when it came to doing the main quest, didn't feel boring because I got it in a holotape form. It felt really, really interesting. Like, it was weird, it honestly, once I think about it, it's super weird because you're used to getting your quest from, NPCs, from people and so on and so forth. But you get your, holotape from a damn Mr. Gusty, Mr. Handy. You get your holotape from Mr. Handy to start your main quest. I'm literally closing my eyes picturing it. And then you pop it into your Pip-Boy, and it tells you go down to the Overseer's camp. You go to the Overseer's camp. Like I said, you go to the Overseer's camp. You go to this town where the Overseer has been, and then it sends you to another town where the Overseer has been. So you're kind of trying to track down the Overseer as the main story for Fallout 76. But it's way more interesting than I make it sound. Like, you're learning things, you're learning how to survive for the most part for the first couple hours, and even that was interesting. I did like 3 or 4 side quests inside Fallout 76, and originally I thought that the side quests were gonna lack. I thought they were going to be go here, do this side quest. And they are go here, do that side quest. However, they feel meaningful. You know, when you go and complete a side quest, you know, there's a story to that side quest. There's a reason why you're doing that side quest. It's not just to go there and do that thing. You know, it is to go there and do that thing, but it's much more than that. It has a story to it. Each side quest I played was unique and interesting and just all around, you know, amazing in my opinion. When you complete a side quest, boom, quest completed, and it pops up with all your rewards and your XP, and it just delivers you, you know, your reward system in a much more rewarding way. Inside Fallout 70, you know, in other Fallouts, it was, you know, oh, thank you for helping me out with that, bud. Here's, you know, a ray gun, or here's a laser pistol, here's some caps, and here's some XP. And you'd be like, sweet, I got some cool stuff. But when it shows quest completed and it gives you, you know, your resources, a weapon, and it gives you your XP, I feel much more accomplished getting my rewards that way than from an NPC. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a weird person, but that's just the way I felt. And yeah, it was just awesome. The main quest, the side quests that I have played so far have all been unique, interesting. They have all been incredible. They gripped me and they drew me in, and I can't wait to play more of this game. Now, when it came to exploring locations, like I said, the map's super huge. If I did not say that already, I've been trying to make this video for a while now. I am just on a rant pretty much at this point. I don't even use a script. Like, many people think I use script. I've never used a script in my entire YouTube career. And I love the way my videos come out because I'm just like fucking, like, you know, doing this, and it's just so it feels good, like it really does. And the map is huge. I played 3.5, 4 hours of it. I didn't even get out of the first area. That's how big the map is. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't just walking straight forward. I was walking, stopping at a location, exploring. And when you stop at a location inside Fallout 76 and you go explore a location, it feels like a different world. It's nuts. Like, each location, it doesn't feel like each location is part of a bigger map. It feels like each location is its own unique place. It has its own, you know, weapons and armor at certain locations. It has its own atmosphere. Each location has its own atmosphere. Each location feels different than the last one you've been to. I have not been to any locations inside of Fallout 76 that look the same, that feel the same, that have the same atmosphere, that have the same weapons, that have the same armor as other ones. Now, keep in mind, in crates, weapons and armor kind of the same in some areas, but when it comes to finding unique weapons, like I had to go to a mine to find a pickaxe. I had to go to a golf course to find a golf club and a golf outfit. I had to go to a skiing lodge to find a ski sword and a skiing outfit and stuff like that. It was nuts. Like, each location is unique and interesting. It has its own atmosphere. It feels like its own world. It has its own unique weapons. It has its own unique armor. It's just, you know, incredible. Like, each location literally feels like you're exploring a different planet, in my opinion. In Fallout 4, I didn't feel that way. I felt like the game was just kind of hollow. Each location really didn't have anything crazy to offer. You know, you explore one location, okay, there's something rare here, cool. You know, but you go out in the world and you find these rare weapons and outfits and stuff like that. That was pretty sweet in Fallout 4. But with Fallout 76, every location has its own unique outfits, its own unique weapons, or at least from what I have played, from what I have seen, from the locations I have been. And now keep in mind, they are kind of like the main locations on the map, and maybe that's how they're supposed to feel, or at least some of them were, but some of them were just, you know, random locations that you just come across, you know, and explore that aren't, you know, major landmarks or anything. And it was just so cool to run into those locations and, you know, each location to feel like its own world with its own unique weapons, its own unique armor, its own unique atmosphere, its own enemies. It just felt really good. And like I said, I haven't even got out of the first area. I can't wait to see what the rest of the game has to offer. I'm so excited to play more of Fallout 76. So, yeah, that was my initial review for Fallout 76. I absolutely loved it, and I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It was incredible. It was fantastic. It was amazing. This video is a complete mess and unorganized, but dude, like, this is my initial review for it. Like, I literally cannot contain my excitement over this game. It was fantastic. I loved it, and I can't wait to play more of it. And if you guys remember when Fallout 4 came out, I was excited for it. I couldn't wait to play it. You know, I was, oh yeah, Fallout 4 is gonna be the best Fallout ever, and I played Fallout 4, and I really didn't like it. Many of you who've been following the channel might know this, but Fallout 76, I gotta say, I'm loving it. I'm hooked, and I can't wait to play more of it. This isn't something that's, you know, hype train or anything like that. It's truly a game I love, and if you have been a fan of this channel for a while, you'll know that if I don't like something, I'm not gonna do it. And yeah, I just wanted to add those two little notes in there because I thought those would be important to say, just for everyone watching the video who's new, who's old, who's been here for a while. You know, I think those two things that I just said are important when it comes to, you know, type of content I create. But yeah, guys, Fallout 76 was fantastic. It was amazing, and I can't wait to play more of it. It was an amazing game. That's my initial review. Fallout 76 is fantastic. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't agree with me, if you hate me for my opinion, that's your problem. Anyways, I love you all. I hope to see you guys right back here in the next one. But until then, remember to stay freaky. And bye, everybody.